of mine. So overnight I stayed in the tenement, and I got to know Martinez and Villas and Gomez. Those are real people.
What brand and model of typewriter do you prefer? You don't type no more, so what did you have? You had IBM Selectric, right?
I've got 6 different typewriters.
Okay.
I have an Underwood that's 60 years old. I have Olivetti, which came out about 50 years ago. There's very modern, very compact, very beautiful to look at. And I have another typewriter, which was portable, which had a battery, and it was completely silent. I could sit in a room at night and type on that typewriter in the dark and not see it, and it wouldn't make any noise, and my wife would be asleep, so I could write a novel in the dark without bothering her.
One guy says, I would like to buy one of your old typewriters, but
I'm sorry.
Somebody says, can I buy one of your old typewriters? But
I've given them to libraries. Yeah.
Oh, okay, give them to libraries. Are you going ahead with a rumored Fahrenheit 451 sequel, or is that just a rumor? Is there a 451 sequel?
There is no sequel.
Okay.
Fahrenheit 451 was a sequel to The Fireman.
Okay. Okay. What is the basis for your short story, The Man? What religious influences was at work for you to create this story, The Man?
Being raised as a Baptist.
Okay.
So, they always told me when I was growing up that someday Christ would come back. So, that's why I made him come back.
Rick Warren, the guy that came to visit you, he's a Baptist.
Baptists are boring. Catholics are more fun. And Jews are. I like the Jewish ceremonies on Friday night. When I was 13 years old, I was wandering along Wilshire Boulevard. I went to a radio broadcast there, and I passed the Wilshire Temple there, and I was curious to see all the Jews going in. I didn't know what it was, and I stepped into the doorway. An old man wearing a hat came out and looked at me. He said, would you like to come in? I said, no, I don't think so. He said, come on in. So this old Jewish man led me into the temple and put me in the back row, and I saw a Jewish service when I was 13 years old. And the first lecture I gave 45 years ago was in the Wilshire Temple for Rabbi Magnin. And he was a very famous man, and he lived to be almost 100. And when I finished my lecture, Rabbi Magnin ran up to me and said, you want to be a rabbi? I said, yes. He said, you are. You are.
A lot of people don't know that Jesus was a rabbi, too.
Of course, he was Jewish, yes.
Yeah. He taught in the synagogue. You had to be a rabbi to teach in the synagogue. Let me cycle this again.